Yeah. And we are back for episode 5 of the Wrestling Tea podcast. What happened? Are we still good to go? Yeah, because my mic cut off. Damn, it's all good. It's all good. Guys, this is live, so things happen. I am your host, Casual Joe. And with me, my co-hosts are...
It's your boy, Johnny Two Belts, a.k.a. your favorite villain's favorite villain. What a weekend of pro wrestling. Let's talk about it.
Hey everybody, YL in the building, episode 5. It's been crazy. Lots of fights happening this past weekend, both on TV and internally. But we're back here for another episode just for you guys.
And don't forget who I am. I am the Ayatollah of hip hop, the whole damn show, and D-rated R podcaster, Steven All Time.
That's right. And we are back to talk wrestling. So if you watched last week's episode, you saw that we can never come close to finishing the list of the greatest tag teams of all time. And it wasn't a joke. We really, really fought about this. Right, guys?
We tried. I mean, look, we put our heads together. We really tried, but we're divisive on it.
Still not happy. I don't think I'm going to be happy.
But you're just never happy. It's like it's who you are as a person.
In general, yeah.
I like how you guys just come and attack me. You know what? Most of the time, I'm right.
Do you
with
feel
these
attacked?
lists. All the time.
This is a safe space for us to attack you. So don't stress. All right. But we do have a list. We have a list. And here it is. This is the Wrestling Tea Podcast. Best, greatest tag teams of all time. Should we go from number 1 or number 10?
Number 10 to
Yeah,
1.
take us through it 10 to 1, and let's go from there.
All right, guys. At number 10, we have Steven's favorite tag team, the Young Bucks. At number 9,
Whatever.
At number 9, we have Harlem Heat. At number 8, we have one of my favorites, The Outsiders.
Give me another one.
Change the game. At number 7, we have Oh, You Didn't Know?
Bam, bam, bam.
The New Age Outlaws. At number 6, the actual favorite tag team of Steven, Edge and Christian.
Which they should be number 1. But again, we like to argue. We like to go against everything.
It doesn't matter what you think. Move on with the list. We're not talking about it anymore.
Yeah, number 6, Edge and Christian. Number 6, Edge and Christian. Remember that. Number 6, Edge and Christian. We'll
Number
talk in a couple of
6.
years.
Number 5, The New Day. Number 4, The Usos.
Yeah,
And our top 3. I'm very happy with the top 3, though.
I am as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Top 3 was
we,
great.
We
But-
agreed there a little bit.
Can people that don't know how to wrestle be in a top 5? You could proceed with the list.
Thank you.
It's still real to me, damn it.
All right. So, top 3. At number 3, we have the Legion of Doom, also known as the Road Warriors. At number 2, we have the Hardy Boys. And at number 1, straight from Dudleyville, we have the Dudley Boys, featuring Spike.
Then it wouldn't be a tag team.
Huh?
No.
and the other people.
I think he meant featuring Spike this past
And
weekend.
featuring. Yeah. And there we have it. That is our top 10 list of tag teams.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it,
Put it
guys.
through together, and we're still talking. Here we
It,
go.
it only took a full evening between 9:30 and 11 o'clock
Yeah.
in a condo.
Do you want to give them the address while you're at it too? Because
Yeah,
these
I
guys
might-
giving
I
out
might as
way
well,
too much
'cause I might have to
information.
talk to
We
them
put,
and
our-
make a
we
difference
put ourselves
with
in
the
a cage.
people.
We locked the cage.
That's
and
it.
Nobody walked out until it was said and
That's
done.
it.
And I was in a terrible mood about 99.9% of the time.
Which you're always in a terrible
That's
mood.
just in general, like you said earlier.
We're used to, All right. But Steven, let me put you in a good mood. You had a great wrestling weekend.
Great wrestling weekend. Great wrestling weekend. So I guess we're here tonight to discuss the Crown Jewel. Sorry, the 2025 Crown Jewel PLE.
Still not used to seeing PLE.
Yeah. I still say pay-per-view once in a
Pay-per-view.
while,
Yeah.
and I really think I should continue saying pay-per-view.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
think so too.
Flow's better.
But
PPV.
look, it's called PLE now. let's move forward with that. The Crown Jewel PLE in Perth, Australia. Boys, before we get into it, I want to hear everybody's view on what the PLE meant to them, because I'm telling you now, this PLE for me was probably one of the best PLEs of the year. Max, thoughts on the PLE before we get into the matches?
I thought it was really, really good. It was very interesting that it was at 8 in the morning.
Love it.
So yeah, you just, wake up, turn on wrestling, go
Make
with
some
the
coffee.
flow, make some coffee, little Captain Crunch. It was fantastic. I really liked the intro match. I thought it was it was good. We'll get into that. But yeah, all in all, I thought it was a great event. John Cena and AJ Styles, fantastic. And the main event, can't wait to talk about that, because I thought those two guys put everything on the line, and it was great. And you're right, it was really one of the best PLEs of the year. And I'm happy that it was treated like a PLE with ESPN and not just another event. Like, they had the stage set up, they had everything. Stage was beautiful with the crown. Loved it.
The only thing, you just mentioned ESPN. I don't know how everybody feels about that, but the ESPN having...
Wait. Let's pass. 'Cause
Okay,
that
sorry,
was a point.
well,
that was a point.
That's a point that we need to bring
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, I know
John,
exactly what you're getting into.
thoughts
Yeah.
on the PLE?
I have to agree. I think it was from A to Z, like really good wrestling PLE. I think from the beginning to the end, like I was like really stuck on the TV. I didn't have to like move around. Like I really wanted to stay in my seat and watch every little moment. Sometimes, you get distracted, you go on your phone. I feel like this one really had me hooked, and I didn't want to miss anything. So I think they knocked it out of the park with this this PLE, because like I get nervous with the Crown Jewel ones, like sometimes it's such a big event that they don't need to push it like they did this time. So very, very impressed with it.
Absolutely. Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna echo what everybody said. Basically, for a B show PLE, it was actually very good. All the matches on it were pretty top notch. I didn't get to watch it in one sit down. Unfortunately, I had a very busy weekend, but I did watch it over 2 or 3 days. I finished it earlier this morning. But overall, no, it was a very good pay-per-view PLE. Very good matches on the card. I like the fact that they didn't have too many matches. I think they had 5 only, which is, what we've been seeing lately for PLEs. I'm a fan of that, not to stack it too much. But yeah, overall, it was very good. Good matches. We moved storylines forward, and let's see where we go from there.
so since I'm the negative Nelly of the group, I just want to bring back to that point, ESPN. We watch it on Netflix. We're not in the United States of
Yeah.
America. We're watching it on Netflix. But the commercial breaks in between the matches. Now, I've been watching wrestling since 1990, and I don't think I've ever had commercials on my pay-per-views. Okay?
Never.
Now, I
Never.
understand signing to ESPN, having this whatever billion-dollar, contract with them, but having commercial breaks in between your matches defeats the purpose of a PLE. Right?
100%.
Oh, was it? Again, I didn't watch it live. It was during the matches and not in between the
So
matches?
no, it wasn't between the matches. So let's say you had your Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. Once that was finished, it would
Yeah,
go to
yeah.
a commercial break of about 3 minutes.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
long.
wow.
They were
3 minutes.
long
So
commercials.
3
Yeah.
minutes. So I'm
Okay.
on a Saturday morning, hanging out with my kid, watching a PLE,
Eating Captain Crunch?
eating Captain Crunch, drinking my coffee, and I literally have to wait 3 minutes between every single match. For what?
That's
to say
crazy.
Yeah.
we'll be back soon?
Yeah, that's nuts. That's why
Yeah,
I don't,
3
like
minutes is long.
nowadays. That's
Like,
why
it
I don't
just-
like watching events live, because of garbage like that. Like, commercial breaks, even on Netflix, whatever the case.
But
might be.
nothing beats Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh
The
my
commercials
Lord.
on that
Yeah.
are insane.
I don't even know what they're going to do with John Cena for
Yeah.
his last match on
Yeah,
that.
just
They're
to
gonna
put
cut
some
him off.
context for people to know, we're in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, so we have everything on Netflix. Saturday Night Main Event, unfortunately, is not on Netflix. So even if we don't watch it live, you still have to go through that stuff.
Yeah.
You have a confused look on your face. It's not.
No,
on
you're right.
Netflix.
It's not enough.
Yeah.
You're right. Because I was like, wait, how do I watch it? Oh, yeah. And I remember.
You have to have an illegal box. But
I don't have that.
getting back to the ESPN, that's a way to ruin wrestling.
Yeah.
Being a fan for the longest, as long as we've been fans of wrestling,
Yeah.
we never had to sit through that.
No.
It's a PLE.
Any commercial,
Yeah.
Slim Jim in the ring, on the tables, all of that advertisement, like boxing style.
going out of crazy.
What's
It's a new
next?
age
A
now.
tattoo? You know, like they do in boxing.
They're gonna start having gear that has freaking advertisements on it, like in the UFC, right?
No,
They have
they,
sponsorship,
that's
stuff
when
like
they
that.
lose me.
Yeah,
Already with
exactly.
the
If they
commercial
start
breaks,
doing
I'm
that-
freaking out.
Yeah, imagine
Brock
the next
Lesnar
step.
already did that. He had like the
Yeah. But he
was
comes
it?
from, he came from the UFC, right? When
Yeah.
he came back.
So he was the first one to be like allowed.
Yeah,
to
Vince
guess
McMahon
do that.
allowed him.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just look, these commercial breaks in between just kind of ruins the whole concept of wrestling, PLE, pay per view, whatever you want to call it. For me, I think it's really removing from the product
Yeah.
where you could really have a 3 minute to 4 minute segment on there.
Like back in the day in the 90s, man, Hulk Hogan would come out, Macho Man. It would just be like promo little vignettes, one after the
Yeah.
other, and
Locker room stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
only commercials that they would have had would have been specifically related to WWE or WWF back in time. So like they're promoting their next show or something along that line. You know what I mean? But not something from like a third party coming in and
Yeah.
putting their commercial, plugging it
especially
in.
the sponsored. You know, like the sponsors go crazy nowadays.
Yeah, and I didn't need you to take me around tour of Perth, Australia.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, it got me in. We're going to Australia, boys.
Okay, boys. So let's get into the matches. I want to get into all 5 matches. I want to hear your thoughts on the matches and what was the most exciting point of that match.
So introduce the match, and we'll go right into it.
Absolutely. So the first match, the intro match of the evening, was Bronson Reed versus the Tribal Chief, Roman
Acknowledge
Reigns.
him.
I don't acknowledge Roman Reigns. I do acknowledge the Tribal Thief in a Australian street fight. I'll be the first one to say it. This was a perfect match to set off the evening.
Yeah, it was.
Just basically the whole concept of these two going at it for a second time. On Raw earlier that week, they had an altercation in the ring. So it kind of was building it up. I wasn't too sold on this Australian street fight.
Yeah.
But you know what? We were in Bronson Reed's hometown, so it made sense.
Home country.
I mean,
think.
it's just I was down for it. It's just the tag of what they were calling it. That's what was a bit ridiculous.
So-
Just call it a street fight.
I'm gonna
and
say
move
that it
on.
was a very mild street fight. It wasn't that like violent. It
I
was,
agree.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It was not
Ro-
even too
Roman's
crazy.
not gonna take like more violent bumps than that.
That's the
No.
thing.
Into
Yeah.
the stairs, a
Yeah.
couple of chair shots here and
it.
there.
That's it. Yeah.
Going through the
Cricket
table.
bats.
the rugby, football, like that's it.
Yeah,
that's all he's getting thrown
it's
at him.
Not
you know?
it's not a hardcore match like back in the day where
Yeah,
they're taking
exactly.
crazy bumps. I'm gonna say that I think Roman has a lot of he always comes out to the ring very serious, and then when he gets to the ring, you get to see a little bit more of his like jokey side. So he grabs the mic, he talks to
I
the
love that.
crowd,
Yeah.
and to me, that's what wins me over. I'm like, oh, this guy, like he's so good at doing that, you know? And then later on when the Usos come, should we jump into that now or
Well, look,
Or just-
real quick, the match itself was good. I
Yeah.
like the back and forth between Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns. You know, on the outside as well. You saw Roman Reigns really taking control of the match, and then Bronson Reed coming back at it.
Yeah.
They involved Paul Heyman at a certain point in
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Like
The
you
rugby ball.
mentioned, Roman Reigns
He tried
grabbed the
throwing
mic.
it at he tried throwing the ball at Paul Heyman twice and
Yeah.
failed.
Was it a rugby ball
Yeah,
or
it's a
the
rugby.
Australian rules football ball?
I couldn't tell you.
Because I can't remember now, but
I'm pretty
because
sure
it was the first match, so like I wasn't deep into my coffee yet.
pretty
but-
sure it was a rugby ball.
But
Yeah.
after this whole, thing on the mic and throwing the rugby ball to Paul Heyman, what did we have? Once we saw that Bronson Reed was getting his ass kicked, Braun Breaker comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Right?
just before you get into that, I just want to throw in this was in Australia. Bronson Reed is from Australia. However, the fans were cheering Roman Reigns on.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't see that when even if it's a heel, he's in his hometown, home country, they cheer them. But in this case, the fans were behind the tribal chief.
Yeah, because right now, how over Roman Reigns is,
Yeah.
there's absolutely
Crazy.
no way on God's green earth
Yeah.
is Roman Reigns going to get booed.
Yeah, exactly. That's
It's not
crazy.
going to happen.
Not anymore, no.
It's not going to happen. So, yeah, Braun Breaker comes out, helps Bronson Reed out. What happens next? The
The
Usos music.
Usos.
Usos music comes out. What do they come and do? come and save the day.
Before they did, they danced their way to the ring. Like it wasn't.
So let's come out and help.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
But we're gonna
I-
take
I-
about 15 minutes before we get
Yeah.
They pulled the
from
Jeff
the
Hardy
rap.
basically.
They need to stop that.
Yeah.
The music hitting, just go to the ring, like run, bolt.
You know what I don't like
That's
anymore?
it. They never run to the ring. He always like
Yeah.
kind of like dances, and then he's like, okay, now I'm gonna run.
I
It's like
think
the
they
guy's
do
getting
that
beat up.
strategically for Jay not to get super tired just from the walk-in.
Yeah, but you know what? I miss when no songs played and they would just run to the ring.
Yeah.
Either come
Sure.
from the crowd.
Because you hear the crowd and
Yeah.
you're like, okay, what's
Yeah.
going on?
But
Yeah.
that's the thing. I think
Or-
the reason they do that, because I was going to bring that up earlier, it would make more sense.
Come from
I
the
need,
crowd.
I need to go help him, so I'm going to run down to help him. But I think they want the crowd to see them. They want to put the attention that somebody's coming down. They want to get the pop. You know what I mean?
Braun Breaker doesn't get, usually his music doesn't pop.
he doesn't need that.
And he
But
comes
he's
from
a
the
heel. He comes
he
in
always
so
comes from the
fast with a
crowd.
spear.
Like that's what
Yeah.
makes it good.
Yeah. So look, the Usos get to the ring, and what do they do in Uso fashion? Fuck everything up.
They messed everything up.
They fuck everything
So
up.
Jay hits Roman with the spear onto the Slim Jim table.
You know what's funny about that,
Snap
though?
into a Slim Jim.
Even if Bronson Reed wouldn't have gotten out of the way, let's say he wouldn't have gotten out of the way, he would have hit him with his spear. Roman was standing right behind him. Roman was going through that table regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, Usos fashion, they fuck everything up, do a couple of super kicks here and there, some Uso splashes, and then basically Jey Uso spears Roman Reigns through a table.
Yeah.
What happens that really made this whole feud a lot more interesting and made the vision a lot more interesting
Yeah.
and really made the what is going to happen with Roman Reigns and the Usos more interesting was that Bronson Reed took the win.
Yeah.
And let's put this right now on paper, on film, on whatever you want to call it. Bronson Reed is the second guy to pin Roman Reigns in a singles match,
Yeah.
besides his loss to Cody Rhodes
Yeah.
at WrestleMania
And that's like
41.
in a what, like a 2-3 year span?
4-year
Yes.
span.
Yeah.
So like it's crazy.
This is what you need to do.
This rub that Brunson Reed is getting from this match is crazy.
This is what you need to
Crazy.
do. You need to push Bronson Reed.
Yeah, they need to push him. I agree. Now, the only thing that I'm scared of, which I hope that they won't do because we're no longer in the Vince McMahon era, but we have seen it with TKO, is that they're just going to decide that Bronson Reed is not the one we want to push anymore and that win over Roman Reigns is going to mean anything. Kind of like what happened with Solo Sikoa when he beat John Cena at SummerSlam or with Austin
Yeah.
Theory when he beat John Cena at WrestleMania. And then, boom, that was it. I don't think that's going to happen with Bronson
I
Reed,
think this
especially what
one
we've been
they
seeing.
they got it good. I
But
think.
like
Yeah.
he's such a
Yeah.
good talent. He's like a big guy that knows how to work, and that's actually, you know, you look at him, he looks dangerous. His finisher is crazy. They really need to push him hard.
Well, yeah,
I
he's
agree.
over now.
Yeah,
he
he's
beat
so-
I'm a
Roman
little
Reigns.
confused with the whole Jay and Jimmy thing, though. It's like,
Jay is the one with the shorter hair, the mullet, and
okay,
then Jimmy's
yeah.
the one with long.
Are they twins? No, because I'm like, why does Jay keep getting mad?
I don't know. I don't know why he got mad.
He's
at
the
that.
one that's messing everything up.
Well, he got mad is because Roman Reigns told them after everything happened, after the match was done, that hey, guys, I didn't need your help.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
told you not to come out and help me. Why did you come out and help me?
He also said, I love you guys. I don't want to see y'all till Christmas.
Yeah.
And then they walked out.
Yeah.
But then Jay was just so angry, and Jimmy's like trying to talk him out of it. But I guess they're just leading up to the
building
heel.
to
Yeah, they're
something.
building
Well,
to the heel turn.
It's not like he had it under control. They just fucking put him through the announce table with a power bomb. Give me a break.
Yeah.
They came out to help you. I know he said, don't come out and help me. But there was 2-on-1, and he wasn't going to beat those two.
He
Yeah.
wanted to do it on his own. He's a tribal chief. He doesn't want to be part of them anymore. He wants to do things on his own. He has no Paul Heyman. He has no bloodline. It's just him on his own.
Tribal
But
chief
he's
needs a
been
tribe.
coming out helping Jay.
Yeah. He's been
Which,
coming out
to your
helping the
point,
Usos.
doesn't really make
Yeah.
sense.
Yes.
Like that's what I'm saying. It's a little bit all over the place, the storyline.
Well, let's talk about it again on the next time Seth, Roman Reigns returns.
yeah.
Look, I'll tell you one
Yeah.
thing. To your point with Jay being mad, Jay wants two things. Number one, he wants to be heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Number one.
He won't.
And number two, he wants to be the new tribal chief
Yeah.
at some point.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is kind of, leading its way into that. Maybe not now, but maybe in about 6 months to a year.
It has to go that way because when they first started off the bloodline, Jay was the right-hand man before his main event, Jey Uso, right? Like, what happens with the right-hand man? He always comes for the boss. It happens eventually. Every movie, every script, every show, the right hand man always wants at some point the spotlight.
Yeah.
And I think Jay, with what he did with I was gonna say the skeet, the yeet movement, it's kind of, he got skyrocket, and then after that, it's like it's kind of staled out. So what can we do with him now? And I think this is kind of leading into it.
I'm happy with the direction they're taking Jay before, like, it's still working, the whole Yeet movement. People are still going crazy when he comes out, eating with him, buying his merchandise. But I'm liking that they're pivoting before, like, people turn on him just because they're sick of seeing him.
Yeah.
So they recognize that, they're pivoting with that and his character a bit, and
They're kind of playing both sides, because there's some days where he comes out, he's all in black.
Yeah.
And then there's, right, because that's what, like, you got the heel turn, and then it's like, oh, wait, no, next week he's back in color, like on Raw.
I think
they were both dressed the
in
same
green.
as the Usos.
Yeah.
So
Eventually, the fans are just gonna start booing him, and then that's when it's like,
Yeah.
here it is. We
Yeah.
have to do it now because
Well, I think to boo Jey Uso at this point in his career and how over he's been for the last year, he needs to do something drastic. He literally needs to go off the rails and go psychotic style.
he's got to attack Jimmy. He's got to attack the whole family.
Everybody. He's just basically
Yeah.
got to do everything on his own and kind of say something to the crowd, which gets the crowd against him. If he does not win the crowd over to be a heel, it's done.
Yeah.
He's got to stay babyface because
And at the same
it's
time-
the crowd. The most
Agreed.
important thing to get over is the crowd.
And at the same time, on SmackDown, it was the return of the MFT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I love.
So
Oh,
that's gonna,
Yep.
the missing piece was there.
Yeah.
Tama Tonga, man.
yeah. He looks great.
He looks amazing.
Yeah. I like the
he put
war
on
thing.
some
The
weight.
war paint.
Yeah.
Just in time for War Games.
Exactly.
Yeah, It's gonna be
And
good.
I think, like, just to talk about Jey Uso's future, if you really want to boo him, and also on top of that, he's not very good on the mic on his own to carry. Like, he can do like little things, but not carry a promo. I think they might put him with somebody like a Paul Heyman. If you really want to boo Jey Uso, put him with Paul Heyman. They can explain that however they want to explain it, and then go from there.
I don't know. I just think that you can't just keep giving Paul Heyman a new guy.
That's
a
it.
New
That's
guy,
it.
A new
That's it.
guy.
I'm
like-
not talking right now. Maybe down the line, like a year from now, we don't
Yeah.
know where this is gonna go. But like Jay, definitely, even if it's not Paul Heyman, he needs somebody to
Oh,
speak
yeah.
on his
No, I
behalf
agree.
because he won't be able
Mouthpiece.
to carry. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bring back Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Uso. Oh, there's already a Jimmy Uso.
Safe to say we can move forward to the second match of the evening, which was for the WWE Women's Crown Jewel Championship between the World Heavyweight Champion,
Can I
Stephanie
say it?
Valkyrie,
We love women's wrestling.
and the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this match. It was probably the least good match of the evening. It was still good.
Yeah, it was still a good match.
You know,
Yeah.
like these two could really perform.
Stephanie Vaquer is great.
Yeah.
But the thing that really got me in this match is that I really thought Tiffany Stratton was going to win.
Oh, really?
I
Really,
was
eh?
completely
I thought you were
shocked.
gonna say it was the Devil's Kiss.
No.
She could give me the devil's kiss anytime she wants. But I really, really thought that Tiffany Stratton was going to win. This telling me
Tiffy time is done.
Tiffy time is almost done.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Almost out of
Stephanie
time.
Valkyrie is
not
going
happening.
to the moon.
She already went. She had the craziest year this year.
Yeah.
She was the NXT champion. She became a double champion.
It's his favorite wrestler.
She won she's a champion.
She's Chilean like him and like Milenko
That's it.
from the All Time Podcast.
Malenko.
I'll plug your
All time.
Chilean.
He's Chilean, by the way. But
and,
it's crazy.
and now she just won the crown jewel.
They are pushing her as fast as they did Rhea Ripley, if not
Yeah.
faster
Yeah.
than Rhea Ripley.
To the moon.
But she
man.
will tell you that it might seem fast, but she's been doing this for 12 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
She's
she
paid her
deserves
dues.
everything.
Yeah.
She's paid her dues.
I don't mind.
Coming up in the Mexican circuit, so.
Yeah.
I really don't mind. Hey, she's really great in the ring.
Clearly, like your idol, Shawn Michaels, saw the same thing, right? He put both belts on her right away. And then Triple H was like, yo, we need her on the main roster. And then boom, same kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
she's that good. And her like mic skills are getting better. She's now with AAA, they need to keep like the Spanish speaking. So they do a bit of both. But I think her English is like not that bad. Like she's gotten better, if anything.
She can get a point across.
Yeah,
That's what's
'cause-
the important thing.
Yeah,
is.
even at first she would say like, "Oh, it's not my first language," blah 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 blah. But now I think like she gets, like you said, her point across, and like I'm like invested. And then like she drops the Spanish, and then back and forth. Like she's keeping everyone involved, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
The
she's
best
doing-
Spanish, too, by the way.
Yeah,
best.
and I really
I
like this
disagree.
match as well. And I did think they were gonna let Stephanie win because she just won the world heavyweight title. I don't think they were gonna give her a loss right away. But like you said, also Tiffany has been undefeated, I think, since this entire year or something, since she won the belt back in January. But overall, it was a good back and forth match. There was some good spots when Tiffany went for the what's it called? I'm having a blank. When
Some
she went
moonsault?
for the what's the name? Jeff Hardy move.
Swanton bomb.
The Swanton Bomb, thank you. When she went for the Swanton Bomb and then Stephanie put the knees up and then she landed like on the back of her head, neck, upper back area. That was nasty.
Yeah.
And then she countered again the prettiest moonsault ever. And I don't know can we actually call her finisher, is that actually a spiral tap? Because a spiral tap, I don't think
It's a
you
twist.
Land. Yeah, it's like a twist. It's
I don't
not
think
really
she has a
like-
name for it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she doesn't.
Sick.
Even I think it was Wade Barry that said we need to come up
Yeah.
with a name
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
this instead
'Cause
of
the
calling it
second
like
time
a
they didn't know what to
corkscrew
call it.
splash.
Yeah, it's nice though. It's
Yeah,
nice.
she finishes her moves
And
really.
she landed
neatly.
so clean, like right where she
Yeah.
needs to land, like splash, like
Great finish.
Yeah.
Great finish.
Bro,
That was
the
good.
belt looked massive on her. She's
Yeah.
tiny.
Thank you. Look, before we moved on, I literally want to talk about how
I hate these belts.
explosive does the fucking
I
belt
like,
look on.
I like those belts.
I
find
despise
they look
them.
cool.
You
Really?
guys like the
I
belts?
despise it.
I like the belts.
I think for like a one-time event, like if she was carrying this like for the next 3 months, like I'd be like, well, but like this, seeing it once a year and then on
Yeah.
Raw, or SmackDown,
Atrocious looking belts.
Yeah, it's horrible.
I don't understand. Like
No, I
this
think
is
they're
a
nice.
it has like 1,500 stones.
It looks
they
like a
kept
boxing
saying that.
ring.
Or like doesn't mean it's gonna look nice.
there's too much going on the
Yeah,
belt.
yeah,
I don't
same.
need. Look, if they would have kept the ring,
As Johnny Two Belts, what I say
you would
goes on.
want
this.
to own
Yeah.
one of those belts.
Man, if my wife let me, for sure. It's a hard no, but
I don't want that. If they gave it to me for free, I wouldn't take
That's
it.
not
I mean,
true.
if they
You
gave it
saw
to me for free, I'd sell it.
No, give me the ring.
Cash
The
money
ring.
off.
Look, this whole crown jewel thing with having the belt once a year, having a match once a year. You know what? Don't just do the ring. Do
Yeah.
like AEW does.
yeah.
Okay. Just have the ring. Pass the
Yeah.
ring
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
agree.
it.
But they don't pass the ring on.
No, each
No, they
they
keep it.
giving-
MJF has had it for how long? Did he just lose it?
I don't
Anyway,
know. I
side
haven't been
point.
keeping
MJF
up,
has
but
never
he-
lost the ring,
Yeah,
and he
he's
never
had-
will lose the
That's
ring
it. So,
because
like,
he's
you're
the
saying pass-
greatest champion.
You're saying pass it
Relax.
on, but
By the way,
AEW is not passing it on. But
this match made for one of the funniest memes I've seen in a while.
Yes, I sent it to you.
The one when it says, "When the booty's so good, you gotta propose to it right away."
And then you see Triple H holding the box open.
Yeah, that was good.
Uh,
Steven, let's keep it moving.
Absolutely. So, the third match of the evening. As a grown man, 36 years old, I never thought that I would tear up to when John Cena comes out to the ring and they
It's getting emotional, right?
Yeah.
look. It's fucking weird because I fucking hated the hell out of him when he was having that feud with Edge, and every time after that when he fought Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Randy Orton.
Because
I
you
hated John
because
Cena.
you didn't like him as a character, as a wrestler, or just because you liked his opponents more?
You know when they say that when somebody gets pushed on you,
Yeah, kind of like Roman.
yeah.
okay,
Before
that's
his,
what was happening with John
bloodline.
Cena.
Shield
I
Roman.
loved John Cena pre
Thugonomics.
Thugonomics,
Word Life.
the rapping
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
from
yeah.
listening to rap
Never.
growing up.
Yeah.
How dare you? I never liked that.
I
I,
loved
thought
it.
that was so corny at that
Oh,
time.
I
Oh,
loved
what
it
is
with
wrong
the
with
jerseys and the hats.
It was amazing.
Nah,
That was
nah, nah.
so
And
lit.
he was actually a really good rapper. So anybody that tells me John Cena is not a good rapper can go fuck themselves because Murs had him on a song.
Yeah, no, he's great.
Okay? All right.
He's a good rapper.
So just being a grown man, 36
So
years
was
old,
Mark Wahlberg, but yeah.
seeing John Cena come to the ring. He has 4 times left. Them announcing him, I don't know. It's just fucking weird, man. But like, I literally got teary eye to the point where I was just like, "Wow, I really feel this way about John Cena."
Yeah.
Everybody in the crowd had John Cena merch.
Yellow.
That,
Yeah,
that
it
was,
was
crazy.
I was not
Popping
down with that
up.
color though. I thought that color.
It's John Cena. He
they
can
look
have
like
pink,
mi-
yellow,
minions.
green,
Yeah, I
lime
know.
green, baby blue, fucking.
But when he
hot
came,
pink.
when we went to the show, when he came out here in Montreal, that crowd went so crazy.
Bananas.
Like I got
Bananas.
emotional, and I never liked John Cena.
Yeah, same here.
Me
I
neither.
stopped watching wrestling when this guy started wrestling.
But I bought the hat, and he's gonna call me the M word.
Oh yeah, Mark.
I'm Mark. But just because it was so nostalgic in that moment, I was like, yo, I need to have it. But just to go on your point,
Fucking Mark!
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
I got emotional too, but not for the same reason.
We're gonna get to that. Reason.
All right, I got you.
Because the match
Tag
that
me
we're
in.
talking about is John Cena versus the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in wrestling, and I've never seen this before, was after John Cena got a standing ovation, we all got teary-eyed. John Cena literally passed the same amount of respect he's been getting from the crowd to the challenger, AJ Styles.
Yep.
And John Cena is the one who wrote
Yeah.
AJ Styles' introduction.
Just hearing you repeat that, I got goosebumps again.
Yeah, and AJ wasn't aware of that.
Zero.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
you could see his little smile, and he
Yeah.
was trying to hold, but he was like, after one thing after the other that he said, he's like,
Yeah.
nuts.
Boys, this whole John Cena run, for a man like that has the spotlight on him to literally pass the spotlight onto somebody else, to me, shows to you how much of a classy guy,
Respectful he is.
respectful, who loves the art form of wrestling.
Yeah.
To me, it was beautiful.
Yeah,
And
John Cena
also-
is all respect.
Yeah, and also I think he also did that because, like we all know, he has so much respect for AJ. But AJ has also said that he's retiring
Retiring.
soon as well. So
Yeah.
he wanted to make sure that he himself and everybody else would be giving the same respect and flowers to AJ
Yeah.
that he's getting as
It
well.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was one of the and I went on Instagram and wrote, "This is wrestling," because it was one of the most beautifulest thing I've ever
I agree
seen.
with you.
Can we
Beautiful
also say
is a
something
good
else?
word.
AJ Styles is from TNA.
Yeah.
WWE is gonna give him his farewell tour. That's amazing.
They're giving him a
You've-
farewell tour?
Well, we don't know
I don't
yet,
know
but
if it's-
I don't think
but
so.
No.
they keep announcing it, so I'm guessing they're gonna do something with
Not,
it.
not a tour, but like probably a retirement match.
Yeah, like a
big
retirement match. They're
thing.
gonna let him retire.
It's gonna definitely
the way
be
he
at like
wants.
Slammiversary or something like
And
that.
he said he
he's
wants to
gonna
keep
go
working with the company, right?
Yeah.
But because you guys know and you've heard this, we
Let's
don't know
just
if
hope
it's
it's
true.
not on Saturday night's main event.
If it was a Vince McMahon guy, he no, because he wasn't a Vince McMahon guy, he probably never would have got this.
Yeah.
But he was so over
Probably
with the
jobbed
crowd.
him out of the company.
Yeah, he paid his dude. They say he's the one that built TNA. So it's nice to see someone outside of the company come in and get the respect that they deserve.
Hold on, but I
agree.
also heard that SmackDown is the house that AJ Styles built.
Yeah. He held it down for a while there where SmackDown
It
was
was
lacking.
his
And we're
thing.
in that same kind of era right now where SmackDown is
Max
lacking.
is looking
Yeah.
at me super confused. You weren't watching wrestling at the time.
Just
when he
quick-
was the
don't
champion.
make me say it.
When he was
Quick,
the champion.
before we leave
I
the
just wanna let
topic.
him know.
The Bullet Club member
Yeah,
wants
before we
Yeah,
leave
yeah,
the
let's
topic,
speak.
AJ Styles coming out in the little shorts, like in his old gear.
I loved it.
I loved it. I would have marked out again, and I don't care if you make fun of me, had he come out to his old music.
Oh yeah,
But like I don't know if like enough people would have caught on, maybe, but
WWE fans
Yeah.
probably.
maybe in the States better than that. But my main thing is now the emotional, like when he says he's the definition of total nonstop action and he smiles.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's the ace and the undisputed boss of Bullet Club. He literally goes,
You know, when,
oh shit.
when he
Yeah.
said that,
like he literally says, oh shit. And I rewatched it again today and they cut that out. They moved the camera
no
from him
way.
because he mouths, oh shit.
give me a break.
And then like the funny thing about see if he can beat Cena again, like he's just laughing and like
Yeah.
for me, I'm a big AJ guy, huge AJ Styles fan from when he was in like Fortune and TNA with Ric Flair and those guys. Like I've always liked him. Then when it was WWE run, so to see this from John Cena, like you said, like the GOAT to some people's mind, for a little guy from an indie promotion that we started, it is touched me so much, man. And like you said, this is wrestling.
Wasn't there also a group in TNA called Aces and Eights that AJ Styles was part of?
No, he wasn't part
He
of
wasn't
it.
part of
He
it?
wasn't
Yeah.
part of it. But
But
Bullet Club.
I took a bit of an. I didn't take an offense. I wasn't watching. I never watched New Japan or followed Bullet Club really. But when he said that he's the undisputed leader of Bullet Club, I'm like, yo, you got my boy Finn Balor backstage going, hey, I started the Bullet Club.
Yeah, he did start it, but AJ Styles took it
Took
to
it
the
to another level?
next
Okay.
level because like he was already a star in the States.
Yeah.
So when he came, it just flew. Look, the merch was going nuts with
Okay.
the 10th best tag team on our list, the Young Bucks. Like they were selling this stuff like it was.
New Japan is what helped him get into WWE, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest Royal Rumble entrances of all time when AJ came out.
Yeah, it really took the crowd a couple of minutes for them to really be like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even
when it
think-
said phenomenal on
the
top on the
crowd
Titantron,
burst.
that's when the crowd went crazy.
Yeah.
And then they were in shock because they didn't think this was gonna happen. Then he started to pull up, and that's when everybody was going like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Even he was saying, like I saw like a long time ago, they used to have this show called Ride Along. So he was driving with Robert Roode. So basically, they just show them like driving from one town to the other, and they're filming them. And he was talking about his debut in WWE and how he was scared that the people in WWE weren't going to recognize who he is or
Yeah.
wouldn't even know who he is. So so when he came out and he heard that pop, like he was super happy.
We're getting very excited.
That
for
was
John
a-
Cena AJ Styles.
By the way,
match.
I only called you a mark because you said you didn't like John Cena and you got his hat.
I-
But I'm not gonna call you a mark for marking out for AJ Styles
I
because
love
you've
it.
always been a fan of
Yeah,
his.
yeah. So tell us about the match.
you want to say something?
Yeah, so guys, this is what's it called? This was for the fans.
yeah.
People were so happy. Everyone was happy. I had guys text me that have stopped watching wrestling forever.
Even Steven was happy.
They text me. They're like, man, it was so beautiful to watch. It was a beautiful match. And again, this is for the fans. And I don't know if you guys saw, but after the show, when they were talking after whatever it's called there,
Post
yeah. That-
show conference, or whatever.
that thing, and the fans in Australia started singing Edge's song, and they just had to kind of ignore it and just keep talking because everybody wants.
It's not
his
gonna
last-
happen.
It's
Why
not
do we
gonna
wanna talk about it?
happen.
Can we move forward?
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
but-
it's not gonna fucking
It's not
happen.
gonna happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna
Like,
happen.
not gonna
like
happen.
literally, you got.
But
it
that
ain't
was
gonna
just such a
Whether
nice.
they want it or not, just because.
It's not gonna happen.
I know, but that was just such a cool moment to see the fans
not
start
gonna
singing that.
I mean,
and Triple H
unless
just
they actually work out some sort of one-time
gonna
deal
happen.
and WWE pays them a crazy amount of money, because something not to this scale, but something like this has happened before, nowhere near this scale, is when they allowed them to have Billy Gunn come in for the Hall of Fame as
Yeah.
part of DX.
Yeah.
When he was and he is still contractually obligated to AEW at
Yeah.
the time, but that was like a completely different
And what
scale.
did
They-
Triple H say that
Yeah,
he
yeah,
would
they
buy
took a
that
shot at-
that he
at
would
them.
buy the company?
and then Sean's like, since you're all in,
So let's get to the match.
wait, one last thing. I know.
It's just this
one
Mr.
Cut off
one last thing.
Okay,
Hey,
average joke.
I am
coverage
the
Joe is done.
Ayatollah of rock and roller. All right.
Hip hop.
No, you're hip hop. I'm rock and
that's
roller.
Yeah, I have
Jericho.
absolutely no idea anything about rock and roll music. But
the Ayatollah of cutting people off.
Speaking of rock and roll, do you guys think Cena's getting one last shot at Brock, or
No,
I
it's
really
done.
hope not.
It's done.
It would make no
That's
sense
it?
for him to just get destroyed by Brock, and that's it.
and then win again.
This was just a way to get Brock looking stronger.
Maybe
Yeah,
that was
just to
he's
get
like,
him
I'm
another
not
$1 million.
coming. Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
he's like,
that's
I'm
what-
not coming back unless I'm winning, against Cena or some bullshit like that. But I really, really do not want to see this match.
Okay.
No, it's
again.
done. Let's-
Brock
we
Lesnar
gotta
is
move
coming back to
forward.
join the Vision.
Exactly.
He's going to be the leader of the Vision.
That's what he thinks.
That's what I texted him. I'm like,
Really?
'cause I was watching it, and I'm
Why are
like,
you guys texting each other without me in the conversation?
that's how it is sometimes. We say stuff behind your back. We didn't want to spoil anything because he was telling me to make sure to watch Raw and stay off the internet. And then I told him.
I spoiled it for him though.
Yeah, but he told you
I
it's
had,
okay.
I had no choice.
He said I was allowed to.
Yeah, anyways, we'll get to Raw later.
Yeah, let's get,
we're
let's,
way
get
ahead of
into,
ourselves.
let's get into the exciting match. So yeah, the match itself was a solid 9 on 10 for me. I just thought
agree.
what they were able to accomplish in the ring was just spectacular.
They never left the ring.
No, exactly. And to your point, Maximilian, is that they basically did this for the fans.
Yeah.
All the paying homage to all the different
Wrestlers.
was incredible. The Randy Ortons, okay? The tombstone for the Undertaker.
Do you want to go through the full list?
Okay,
'Cause I
yeah, you have
it
the
here.
full list?
Yeah, I have the full list.
Well, please go through the full list, and I will not interrupt you on this
And we
one.
are not gonna dispute about this list, guys. It's still the same.
It's not in order.
So these are the moves that Cena hit. So he hit the skull crushing finale, which was homage to the Miz. He hit the accolade for Rusev, Walls of Jericho for Chris Jericho, Sister Abigail. That was a nice moment for Bray Wyatt, and then all the fans, the Fireflies. He did the draping DDT for Orton, and then he shifted. He started having fucking sounds in his head, the voices,
Voices
in
and
his
sounds.
head.
What
Yeah, I
sound?
don't know,
He's the
man.
only one who has sound.
Voices in his head. He did the RKO. He went for the punt kick, which obviously didn't connect. He went for the choke slam. The choke slam, I think that was more of a Big Show choke slam because he went down with them, right?
Yeah.
Big Show has done that before. He did the roll through when AJ jumped off the top rope. That was homage to Mark Henry when he grabs him and roll through. Mark Henry came up with that move. He created it. He went for the 619, right?
That was a good spot.
Yeah, he
I
went
like
for
that.
the pedigree at one point also, and then he hit the tombstone, and then that's when he finished it with the attitude adjustment. And then AJ Styles, guys, let me know if I'm missing something here because there was some points of his career that I was following and some points that I wasn't. So he hit the corner splash and then Scorpion Death Drop for Sting. He did the Coquina Clutch for Samoa Joe. He did the crossface for Bobby Roode.
No way, the crossface was for Chris Benoit. Stop lying to yourself.
Oh my god!
Bobby Roode, he did it for Canada. Can we agree on
There
that?
we go.
You're all a bunch
Then,
of fucking in denial assholes.
For Alberta.
Johnny SquarePants.
Then he did the Angel's Wings for Christopher Daniels.
Yeah.
I don't know what the name of this move was when Frankie Kazarian was doing it, but I know that it's called the Deadeye in today's world. Does anybody know what Frankie Kazarian was
No.
calling it?
He was my least
Hangman
favorite.
does it. I really liked Frankie Kazarian. He was really good. So he did the super kick. I think, what was it called? The Last Call or something like that, which was paying homage to wow, I'm having a blank.
No, didn't he? They even said he's warming up the band.
He
It
was
for
warming
Shawn
up the
He
Michaels.
band
did the
for Shawn
switch in
Michaels.
music, but he never really had a match against Shawn
It
Michaels.
doesn't matter. Shawn Michaels is the greatest of all time.
Just
Yeah.
tribute. Yeah.
But also, I think he did it more for. Wow, I'm having.
Because
complete
Cena
blank.
couldn't have done a
James
super
Storm.
kick.
James Storm. James Storm. His
Oh, the
finisher was a super called the last call.
yeah,
I think it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
Which
With,
yeah, that was
Beer
paying-
Money.
Yeah, exactly. It was paying homage to that, but I think he also did it for Shawn Michaels when
Tuned
he
up the
tuned
band.
Yeah.
Tuned up the
Shawn
band,
Michaels
yeah.
is
I
the only
think
one that
that
tuned up
was.
the band.
I think that was it. Did I miss anything?
No, that's spot on. Good
That
job.
was
Eric.
it.
Yeah.
Look, just to really go quickly, they did this for the fans, man. It was
Yeah.
a beautiful display of sports entertainment.
Yo, Cena's roll up and picking him up. How strong is John Cena?
Yeah, that was the Mark
Yeah.
Henry move that I was referring to.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, they did an amazing job, man. And you know, the ending of the match was John Cena coming out on top.
Yeah.
They both stood into the ring, got a standing ovations, raised up their arms. AJ Styles left the ring, and John Cena just put up the 4, which means that he has 4 more appearances in WWE till they call it quits.
I thought he
Yeah,
was joining
and-
the Horseman.
And you know what? This match needed zero build up.
Zero.
Like there was no build up
Fuck
to it,
no.
and
The
it was
story built
so
itself.
good. Yeah.
And it was John Cena's 100th PLE win.
Yeah.
So he hit that mark. And yeah, so just quickly, like because we had talked about it, I think last episode, the episode before, about how like the old school wrestlers would talk in the ring and like figure it out. The fans started charting to 619. That wasn't in the plan.
That was not in the plan.
But like they teased it so well and they put that together. It was like, yo, I actually thought he was gonna go for it, and then the clothesline, and then like they just
That's why
it was
when,
for the
when I was
fans. like
going
you
over
said,
my
man.
notes and I saw 6 1, I'm like, hold on, did they
Yeah.
actually go?
No,
Yeah.
He just went for the run, but he
they
didn't
know
actually.
exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
The flow of that match and how well they put it together was just brilliant
Yeah.
to me. That
Yeah.
again, that's wrestling.
It was for the fans.
That's
and
what
it
we
was
want.
Perfect.
Any motherfucker in the world, okay, is gonna tell me that they didn't like that. I will find
Whether
where
you
they
like
live.
Cena
I
or
don't give a shit. I will
Styles,
get
doesn't
their
matter.
postal code. I will get their address. I will go to their house and give them every single move that John Cena and AJ Styles did, and tell them to go fuck themselves.
And some of the comments were like,
Jesus.
"Oh, but these are all finishers." I'm like, "Yeah, but they're not his
But that-
finishers."
Yeah.
But
So
that's-
like,
but the whole point of the match was
Yeah.
to give the fans something
It was
to
just
enjoy.
a love letter to wrestling,
Yeah,
basically.
That's
and
exactly what it
Yeah.
is.
There you go.
absolutely
Move forward.
beautiful.
Let's move forward.
Listen, it's art. It's reference. That's really what it is.
Did you feel good watching it?
It was beautiful.
Thank you. Done. Did
I
you
was,
feel
like,
good watching
emotional
it?
the whole time.
Wonderful. Did you feel good
Amazing.
watching it? I felt great.
I
felt
went back and watched
accomplished.
the intro like 3 times.
Wonderful. And when
Yeah.
I go home tonight, I'm gonna rewatch the match for how excited I am talking about it. Let's move.
You know
to
what?
the
Let's
next
just
match.
go home and
With a
watch the match
tear
right
in my
now.
eye.
The next match, a tag team match between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley versus the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane.
Very, very good match. These girls took the craziest punches and hits to the face. I couldn't believe it.
These are my 4 favorite women in wrestling. After this match, I loved all
That's
4
why
of them.
AJ Styles meant he's like the 4
That's
best
it.
women are coming up.
Well, it wasn't AJ Styles, it was John Cena.
John Cena.
Kairi Sane, she became one of my favorite wrestlers after this match. I thought she was fantastic.
yeah,
And that back punch she does, my
The
God.
spinning back fist. Yeah, she delivered it, I think, on Io, And then after that, Asuka gave her one as well. I'm like, damn.
A nice point to make that they were probably like shitting in their boots after seeing the AJ and Cena match, and they're like, "Yo, we have to follow that." And you know what? It was pretty seamless.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like, oh, this is a huge drop off, because sometimes they do that. They just throw in a match there, and you're like, why is this here after that?
I think regardless, it still wouldn't have felt that way to the fans. It was an amazing match, crazy match. But the fact that Rhea Ripley was in the match, and she's from Australia, they were in Australia, the crowd was going to go crazy regardless. But they gave people, not just in the arena, but watching around the world, a reason to actually care and invest in the match.
Yeah, 100%. Who
I
came
like
out on
women's
top?
wrestling.
Who came out on top? Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Mommy's always on top.
Absolutely.
Is that a question?
We were saying she might turn on Rhea,
Yeah.
and that didn't happen.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
I actually
I'm happy.
texted you guys, the turn is not happening. From the beginning, the way she was wrestling, I'm like, no. They're going to keep going with this. And they have kept going with this story. So we'll see.
I really like the
We'll see where
fact
it goes.
Kyrie's first run on the main roster wasn't that great. I know she won the titles with Asuka, the women's tag titles. I think that was during her first run, right? She was great in NXT when Triple H was managing NXT. So was Asuka. And then they got brought up to the main roster, not at the same time. Asuka won the Royal Rumble. I think it was the first ever women's Royal Rumble. She won. She was on an undefeated streak, then lost to Charlotte, and then just went downhill from there. Even though she won the title a few times, she was still like going downhill compared to her NXT run. Same thing with Kyrie when she came in. Like her run wasn't that great under Vince McMahon, but now Triple H had invested in these guys in NXT when they were there. The fact that they're all back now and they all have like a big stage to perform on, and they're pushing all of them. Like you said, these are four of the best women on the roster right now.
Yeah.
One little thing that I liked, I don't know if you noticed it, but on Rhea Ripley's arm, she had like a little like band with like feathers or like stuff to match Io Sky's kind of gear. I always like that, like that they kind of do something to make it look like a tag team. It's like a nice little touch.
Yeah. It was a really great match. Very
Even
enjoyable.
We still
tag team
can't
match.
put them on the top 10 women's tag team list if we ever make one. They're not a real tag team.
Yeah, they're not a real tag team.
I'm gonna make that.
Very
list.
enjoyable.
I'm
and
the
great-
only one with credibility in women's wrestling. Okay.
Great finish.
Yeah.
It
Really
was
great
good.
finish. Let's move forward to the main event of the evening, aka a 10-on-10 match, aka I'm calling this the match of the year. Okay? I'm calling it the match of the year between Seth freaking Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, versus the WWE Undisputed Champion.
I hate that so much.
Me too.
Cody fucking Rhodes.
Rhodes for the men's WWE Crown Jewel Champion.
You know, before we get into the match, I just want to talk about Cody when he was coming out. Usually, when he's coming out, he has like a long coat
Yeah,
that
he had a
he's
short
wearing.
one.
He had a short one this time around.
was cute.
I really like this one
too.
compared to the long one that he normally puts on. I thought it looked good.
I
It
think
matched,
the flag
it
was
matched
on
with
it
his,
too?
it matched with his pants as well. I just really
nice.
liked his attire when he came out.
Yeah, he had some Australian stuff on it too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Also, the fact that like Seth was coming out with a long one too, I feel like it would have been like too much of the same.
Seth has probably the best gear in wrestling.
Did
Oh,
you
my
guys
Lord.
did you guys understand his gear?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was all the matches they had together, and you just put everything together.
Yeah, because you saw the yellow dots for the Dusty gear
Yeah.
that he had.
And you had the satin see-through.
Yeah, on
for
the side, too.
For the first two matches that he had, WrestleMania and Backlash
So clever.
2000.
I love that he was
So
wrestling in
clever.
Nikes. He had the Nike DT. Some
He had
fire-
better pants than shoes, let's be honest with each other. That attire was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Across the board. And guys, let's be honest. You take two of the best athletes in wrestling, put them in the ring together, and they literally created magic. This match, the flow of this match, it just was consistent throughout the whole evening. The spots that they did together. Like,
Oh my
when was the
God.
last time that we saw Seth really do a coast to coast? Never.
Never.
I don't remember ever seeing him
Dude.
do that.
Right?
Yeah, that
This
was
is
a
the
heavy
first time he
bump.
did it. He needed to do this to really put himself above of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
And then what was it called? The super Crossroads?
The Avalanche.
The Avalanche Crossroads. Is that the first time that he's done that? Or he's
From
done
the
that on
top
I think
rope?
so.
In WWE, it's
And
the first
WWE,
time.
yeah. I don't think because he never pulled that off with Roman. There was no way.
Listen, I wanted to talk about that. Cody needs a new finisher. The Crossroads, not talking about the Avalanche one, just the Crossroads in general, is the least protected finisher in the history of wrestling. Even in his days in AEW, he would like for bigger matches, he would have to pull off like 3 in a row to win a match. People are always kicking out of his finisher. He did the Avalanche Crossroads for the first time in WWE, and Seth Rollins kicked out of that.
Because Seth Rollins is better than him. Continue.
I mean, it's predetermined, but
Seth Rollins is better than him. Continue.
I agree that he's better than
Because
him.
he kicked
I'm
out
not-
of the
I'm not
Avalanche
disagreeing.
Crossroads.
I'm not
Seth had to do
disagreeing.
the stomp from the second or third rope.
He didn't
Yeah.
need to. He
He's-
did it.
He did it because
but
he
just
wanted
bigger
to.
Just to
finisher.
say, the
Thank
fact
you
that
very much.
The fact that he brought out an Avalanche Crossroads for the first time ever and he didn't win a match with it, they could have saved that for like a different match.
But
I
not
don't
only
think it was
that,
needed for
I
this.
find people don't take it nicely. Some guys, like the guys that can move a little bit better, when they take it, it looks like it's a nice finish. Some other guys, you can see they put their hand and like it always looks a little sloppy.
It's a very awkward finish.
It's a very awkward
he
finish.
needs a
Yeah.
new finisher. He needs to come up with something else because.
But the Avalanche was insane.
yeah, that was
And I,
nuts.
and I
Like, that
think
was
that's where
crazy.
Seth got hurt, if I'm not mistaken. If it wasn't the coast to coast, it was here. His shoulder, like you could tell after he's like a bit limp.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I saw online that it was
Coast
the
to
coast to
coast.
coast, but who
Yeah.
the hell knows?
You guys, at the end of the day, the match was phenomenal.
Yeah.
These guys are athletes. These guys,
Coast to coast head bump too.
like,
Yeah.
they're showmen. These guys really could do everything in the ring.
I just had one problem with
With
the
who?
match. I agree with you. I love the match. I'm a Cody crybaby. I had a problem with Cody, and that was I felt like, and I don't know if you guys noticed it, like he did a lot of that springboard off the rope. It felt repetitive.
The cutter?
Like, he did the Cody cutter, then he did the disaster kick. Like so and then he even did a regular kick when Seth was on the side, the apron. Like I felt like he was just using that rope a lot. I don't know if did you notice that?
I noticed
maybe
that,
more than
but-
usual.
But
Yeah, I
it's
noticed
just
it as
part
well.
of his whole
So I just felt like, oh,
moveset.
here it comes
It is
again.
his moveset. Like if you're playing the game, he does all that in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
Yeah,
for
I know.
sure.
So
it's
But
his
like,
moveset.
I think I saw like at least 4 or 5 of them where it's like if I get a Cody cutter, a disaster kick, and maybe one more, I'm like, that's enough.
And
for me.
sometimes he'll do the Cody cutter. I can't remember in this match, but sometimes he'll do it off the middle rope, sometimes off the top,
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
off the corner. But it's like it's
Yeah.
a bit too repetitive. I agree.
So-
He
It's not
doesn't
the
have-
first time I noticed that,
Okay,
and
yeah.
and other matches as well. I've noticed
So that was my only takeaway from it. Otherwise, I loved all of it.
He doesn't have moves that you can hit from just anywhere.
yeah.
That's what I find kind of like slows him down. Because Seth has the stomp, he could hit it at any time. You know, like that's what I was seeing. Like if you have a finisher that you can hit at any moment,
Yeah.
then you have a winner. But yeah, Cody sometimes it's like a little like he has to like get the guy ready. It's like it's not smooth.
I really liked the fact, correct me if I'm wrong, the first match we said, okay, well, the first match doesn't count because it was a street fight, but all the other matches, it was all clean finishes, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
It
1,
was
2,
all
3 in the middle
clean
of the ring.
finishes, like
Yeah.
no
no
nobody
interference.
I know Seth cheated, quote unquote. The referee didn't see him, but like nobody came out to help him.
No.
I thought the whole thing of the Vision not coming out to help him and him, Paul Heyman telling them to stay in the back and all that stuff. I thought it was gonna be like a ruse, and at the end they're gonna come or somebody's gonna help
Yeah.
him or somebody else is gonna come out or Becky Lynch. We've seen that before, when he told them to stay in the back. But I really liked we had clean finishes for this pay-per-view. For this PLE, which doesn't leave questions of what if, or now we're gonna have to have a rematch because somebody cheated or whatever the case.
Well,
might
he
be.
did use the watch to
Which
knock.
I
Yeah,
loved.
yeah,
I
but it
loved.
was
and he clocked
gift.
him.
yeah.
Did
Yeah.
he
clock
But
him or
that,
did
that
he
worked.
clock
That
him?
worked in the
clocked him.
story. I love how it worked in the story because
Yeah.
he never wore it.
never wore
He
it.
only wore it when they last time on Raw when they announced the match, and then they played part of the story.
No,
and
he
used
had it
to
on
win
Raw every time Becky was going back and forth. He was always fixing it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he only started wearing it since they started
Yeah.
this feud. Before that, according to them, when he gave it
Was
to him
he-
at WrestleMania, if he actually did really give it to him at WrestleMania,
Was he wearing it on the way down to the ring?
that I didn't
Yeah.
No?
notice.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he, just
took
took
it
it
off.
off and left it
He
there?
took it off and
'Cause
he
there's
gave it-
there's a beautiful picture that like I don't know if it just landed like that, but you see the Rolex and it just has the 40 in it. And it's just like as like a view into the ring. I was like, if that
Yeah,
was
that was
not even
nice.
planned, that just chef's kiss on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked
Beautiful.
out nicely.
Look, Seth Rollins came out on top. He won the match. The monkey is off his back, and everything is great.
So match of the night for you is this one.
Match of the night, match of the year.
Oh yeah, it's true. You
At,
said
at
that. Yeah.
30 minutes in,
Yeah.
the way they were able to perform, guys.
I don't know. For me, the match of the night had to be John Cena and
Yeah,
AJ
me
But
Styles.
I
just
get the
because,
reason
Me too.
why.
That's,
Because
that's
of,
why I
like,
asked you.
I get
the
the
emotions
reason why.
behind it, yeah.
I love that match, but
I
if
think
we're
both
talking-
matches were great.
But if we're talking about
There's no participation trophy.
Yeah,
No,
not in
match
this
of the night.
podcast.
but the match to really like this is an actual like storyline.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's actually something going on between them, and it's something that's going to
Yeah.
carry from now all the way for the next couple of years. These are two of the best guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this match had a lot more meaning to it in terms of storyline, in terms of the superstars.
Yeah.
So basically, to me, this was the best match.
Okay.
Now, before we get on to the next segment of the evening, we all know what happened on Raw. We're going to talk about what happened on Raw. The one question I have for all of you, and we're going to do this nice and quick, is what is next for Cody Rhodes? I want to start with you, Max. Do you have any idea of what's going to happen with Cody Rhodes? I like that smile. It's cute.
Skip me. I have no idea.
Wonderful.
I have to think about it.
John,
I actually for the first time have no idea what direction Cody is going.
there's a point to me asking this question.
Like it's
You guys are both answering exactly how I thought
wish I was
everybody
thinking on the
gonna
drive
answer.
here of like what, because we had said that maybe we would talk about what's next. I have no fucking idea. Excuse my language.
Well,
What's next for him and the undisputed title? I'm not sure, but I don't think it matters right now because they're not going to build towards something right now because the next PLE is Survivor Series, if I'm not wrong, and that's going to be a War Games, and I
Yeah.
think he's going to be involved in that and somehow. So we'll see what happens, but I think for now there might not be a story moving forward for his title.
I thought he was going to come out on Raw and help CM Punk. And then nothing happened.
There's no like big heel to put against him right now.
I mean, right now they're going towards Drew versus Jacob, and maybe the winner goes after him. So maybe Drew wins that, and then but it's like it's so
How
if
many
that's
more
what happens,
times
it's
can we
just so
see Drew and
uninspiring.
Cody?
Yeah, it's just so uninspiring.
Unless you're gonna make Drew win, like I can't see Drew lose again.
They just need to merge the rosters, man.
I think that's what's going to
like
happen. They're going to
it's-
bring in Cody with the CM Punk, all
They
that
need- they need
stuff.
to merge
to
the tag
see
team
rotations.
division.
We're,
That's
we're
it.
constantly seeing like the same people in the mix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you had the roster all merged as one, man, just it'll give us more interesting matches and more routes that you can go to and explore.
Steven, tell us the reason.
for the first time in my whole life, I do not have an answer for any of yous.
Damn.
Wow.
We're gonna have to see on SmackDown.
Yeah.
And I'm being very honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have absolutely no idea on what's
So this
gonna
is
happen.
this is a big SmackDown, is what you're saying.
This is a big SmackDown, and it really could tell the future of Cody Rhodes and in
So
which
we all
direction
agreed.
they're gonna go.
Yeah,
We all
yes.
agree.
He's gonna come. He's gonna be like, "Oh, Seth was a better man." Like, "Oh, I'll get back up there." You know, like that.
What do you
whole
wanna talk
super,
about?
Yeah, super
Talk about
baby face.
Seth.
I mean,
winning.
maybe next for him is going to be the obvious choice at this point, which is Randy Orton. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right. I mean, does that count as a Raw segment? Or do you guys want to get into what happened?
I think we just want to discuss what happened with the Vision.
So that means I'll take off my jacket for this one.
Yeah.
It's getting hot in here now for Stevie.
All right. Well, that was the PLE. Thank you, Steven, for that. Very well done. So we're going to go
What
into...
do you think?
We're going to go into Raw. And for anyone that watched Raw today, it was a very shocking moment. I was very excited about it. I wasn't expecting it. I saw a little foreshadowing at the beginning, but I wasn't expecting that to happen. And for everyone that doesn't know, by now you should know, the Vision attacked Seth Rollins. Boys, how do we feel about it?
I'm going to jump in right now. First of all, it was Braun Breaker who first attacked Seth Rollins. I was watching it, and I literally thought we were going to go off the air because if you were watching,
Yes.
you
Great
saw
timing.
Yeah.
that there was the
Paul
The
Levesque
credits.
and Lee
The credits.
Fittings.
blah, blah,
the end
blah.
credits,
We're
yeah.
going to get off. It's going to cut to a black screen, and we're done for Raw.
It's not the first time they do this, by the way. They've done this before in the past, and I love how they utilize that. They want to
Yeah.
make you think it's over.
Seth started to walk into the direction of the ropes, turned around, and he gets a spear from Braun Breaker. Did I say I expected that?
Did you cry?
No. Because when
Almost.
something unexpected happens like this,
It's exciting.
This calls the reason I am a fan of wrestling.
Yep.
Because I'm going to tell you guys one thing, okay? And then you guys could all talk. This is the only thing I want to get off my chest for this moment. I am fed up of the David Meltzers of the world. I am fed up of the people on Instagrams of the world. I am fed up of people on X of the world.
Yeah.
I am fed up of all these wrestling pages think they know everything.
Yep.
They think they have an inside here. This person's coming back. Austin Theory is going to join division. Blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up.
Just be a fan.
Because as a wrestling fan, growing up, I had no idea
No
that
idea.
Stone Cold
Nothing.
was going to fucking join Vince McMahon.
Nothing.
And
Right,
become
exactly.
heel. I had no idea that The Undertaker was going to come back as the American badass.
I had no idea that Vince McMahon was gonna say it was me, Austin. It was
Okay.
me all along.
None of us. This whole thing with Rikishi.
That was the best
you're like,
time,
do you
man.
understand?
That's the
Stop
magic.
trying-
The
I don't-
internet takes
It
it away.
ruins all of wrestling.
Click this, click that. A billion views, a
Yeah.
billion likes, a billion dildos in your ass. I don't care about that stuff. Okay, I want to be.
I
A
just want
wrestling
to say
fan.
thank you for making us work double time with all the swearing on today's episode.
But you know what? As a wrestling fan, I don't need people to tell me what's going to happen. There's a shock value
Yeah.
to
The
wrestling.
shock value is the most important part.
And that's where what they did was, I am sure that there was somebody sitting in the back and saying, you know what? We might be doing this, but everybody's aware of it. Wonderful. Let's flip it on everybody and let's have Braun Breaker.
and that's what they need to do.
Yeah.
I was so excited. I texted all you guys, don't go on the internet. Did you watch it? No? Get
called
off
me.
the internet. Get off. I called this guy. I told this guy.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you need to watch Raw. Because I had said that I might not be able to catch it before we filmed the pod. And he's like, yo, you need to watch it. And then he's like, do you just want me to spoil it for you? Yo, in my wildest dreams for what I was thinking, because I was at work, he sends me just a picture of Seth on the floor with Braun with the belt. And I'm like,
He's like AI,
yo,
right?
now I have to go watch it.
I had
you
to
know?
rewind it like 3 times to get the perfect
Crazy.
moment.
So I knew more or less that this was gonna happen. I
tough
just
guy.
saw it.
Wow.
But
Thank you.
But only
The biggest
only,
mark.
Only there's only one reason for that. Well,
How
two
dare you.
reasons. Two reasons. I didn't
Dave
watch it
Meltzer's
live.
best friend.
I
Yeah.
didn't watch it live. So when he told me stay off the internet, I knew something crazy was about to happen.
Yeah.
So I was looking for something. I was looking for clues throughout the episode to try to understand what might have happened. If I was watching it live, I would not have seen it coming. At the beginning, like in the opening segment of Raw in the promo, Seth Rollins was telling these guys how he doesn't need them, which was true. He didn't need them for a lot of the things he mentioned. He said he didn't need them for WrestleMania when he beat CM Punk and Roman Reigns, which was a lie. He didn't need Paul Heyman. If it wasn't for Paul Heyman, the match could have gone anyway. Then backstage, he was telling them that, next to his daughter being born and him being married, watching these two guys come up for the past 6 months has been like the greatest thing. He's telling them how much he loves them. He kissed Paul Heyman on the head. I love the kiss chant from the fans, and then he kisses Paul Heyman on the forehead. And then at the end of the night, like nothing had happened yet. And then you see these guys are in the ring. So I'm like, okay, they're going to turn on him just because of that. And then, like you said, they had the credits, and then I saw there was still 2 minutes left, only because of that stuff. But if I had watched it live, there was no way I would have
Yeah.
seen that coming. And that's one of the reasons. I know they had to do this, as a big follow-up after the PLE. But I find that, the fact that it was at 8 a.m., a lot of people wouldn't have seen it live.
Yeah.
Kind of like ruined the experience a bit for some people, unless you're up at 8 a.m. watching.
You should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that just rooted for you. I was watching.
I had a doctor's appointment,
I
I had to do
was
tests and
shook.
stuff like that.
I would have
couldn't
canceled
watch
that.
it.
I loved it. I was like, no way. I was like, that feeling, like you said, that's why I love wrestling,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I'm like, finally, one of the best Raws I've seen in a long time. I can't wait for next week.
Yeah.
I want to see where the story's gonna go. Are they good guys now? Is he staying? Who's the good guy? Who's the bad guy? What's gonna happen?
Yeah. And we still
So-
have CM Punk versus Seth Rollins down the line or whoever the champion is.
Yeah.
One thing that I really liked about it is that it wasn't like, hey guys, we had a plan and let's, double cross Seth Rollins. It kind of was like on impulse. Braun Breaker just,
Went rogue.
snapped and went rogue and is like, I'm going to take out Seth Rollins. And that's when he went over to, the look on Paul Heyman's
Yeah.
face was amazing.
Always,
He's
always.
great. He's the GOAT, like
Yeah.
Seth Rollins said early on.
You can either join me or join him.
And same thing to
Brilliant.
Bronson Reed. And then
Yeah.
he just pulls him in, hits him with a tsunami.
Brilliant.
I really love that. I like that it wasn't, pre-planned. What's up?
I
You got
want
your
to
hands
just
up?
add
You can
one
talk.
thing.
Go ahead. You don't need to raise your hand here.
Does everybody remember Evolution?
Remember what, sorry?
Evolution.
Evolution, yeah, of course. I don't
Yeah, I
think
know.
Max was watching though, but I think
No,
he
you're
knows
talking
now.
about the when they
Not the women's pay-per-view.
no,
the
when they
women's
beat
feud.
traded Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they put him on top of his
The
shoulders, yeah.
and they went the
They
thumbs down.
Triple H gave him the thumbs up and then the
Yeah,
thumbs
and
down.
then the thumbs down.
Yeah.
Exactly what happens.
Randy had won the world title
Yeah.
at the time.
And Triple H was jealous.
Yeah.
Now
I just
Seth is the champion, and Braun just decided, hey,
he's next.
The future is now.
I
Yeah,
got
beautiful
next.
thing.
But he had teased it. Like you could see little things. He was looking at the belt. And
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
looking
no.
at the belt, and then he's like, you know, like,
He was mad at the beginning. He was
Yeah.
like turning his head.
I love when Seth was telling him, do the thing, do the thing.
yeah. It was a really good segment.
Yeah. And just to add on that, sorry, at the beginning, I love how because they kept always in the past couple of months talking about how Braun Breaker is the future, this and that, and it's like Bronson Reed's just standing there, you know. But the fact that he beat Roman Reigns and now he's in talks of being also the future, I really like that. He puts him on the same level, whereas before it seemed like he's down here and Braun
They're
Breaker is
pushing them
above.
in two different ways.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we had said prior that like we thought that they should be tag team champions. Now, are they going to be tag team champions? Because I feel like they're going two single routes. Like,
Give them all the belts.
I was just gonna say, put them like the two-man power trip, Triple H and Austin.
Yeah.
They had the
Really,
tag
eh?
titles, the IC
IC.
title, the WWE title.
Why
I
were they
see.
not on the list?
see,
Because they're not a real tag team.
now.
how are they not a real tag team? This
Okay,
fucking bullshit
okay.
of no
Come on,
real
guys.
tag
Come
team. That
on.
doesn't make sense.
Come
now,
on.
now it's something. Now you're onto something because if Brunson Reed goes after Dom Mysterio, I love that more than what Dom is doing right now.
100%.
You know, so this big big bad Brunson Reed now is the IC champ. They're tag team champs, and then if Braun goes the heavyweight title way, then they belt collect. You know,
Let's do it.
Thank you.
I'm all for it.
They're gonna come after you, Johnny. your
I'm
belts.
undefeated and will always be undefeated.
John, thank you for bringing up our favorite wrestler. Because on Raw, guys, we had Penta versus Dominic Mysterio.
What a match!
What a match. Again, guys, how is Dom so over?
He did it himself.
When they both came out,
Right.
they were cheering everybody, And then at one point, I think Penta had I think he like gave him like a drop kick or something. Everyone started booing him.
They all turned on him, and it's not because they don't like Penta.
They like Penta.
They love
just
Penta. Everybody
love
loves Penta.
Dom.
Just love
Dom. Yeah.
But the greatest thing about this guy, right? At one point, he's got Penta in the corner. He's giving him the 10 punches, and he 1, 2, and then he stops and he goes, no, 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 no. Remember, I don't like you guys, but you guys can like me. He is so good at keeping his heel character going that,
he really understands the psychology of wrestling.
and
Yes.
that's what it is with him.
Yes.
He has a certain pedigree that like you can't teach at the performance center. Like we had talked about the athletes that just come in like that.
Yeah.
He's bred. He's seen
Bro.
this his whole life.
When Rusev ran out and he grabbed the belts and he's about to jump the fight. Oh, he knocked him out? Okay, let me get back to the fight. Like, come on, this guy is just incredible.
The whole Rusev thing made zero sense. Like, you have your shot next week. Why are you coming out?
Yeah.
So now we know next week what's going to happen is Penta is going to come out during the match.
Yeah.
Which is going to cost Rusev. Then we know it's going to be a triple threat for the Intercontinental title.
I mean,
Unless they throw somebody else in the mix to make it a fatal
We'll see.
four-way.
And the
But
finish with the hammer in his
Yeah.
boot.
amazing.
fantastic. And did you see when he told the guy, give me my belt, and he threw it back
Yeah.
onto the chair and landed perfectly?
It's just brilliant. I just love it.
He is the man. All right, boys. We did it. That was Raw for this week. It was a very good Raw. Now it's time for us to get into our match of the week. It was Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe.
Kurt Angel.
His name is Kurt Angel?
That's what Chris Jericho calls him all the time.
Oh, yes. I was like, wait, what?
Kurt Angel.
Have I been saying it wrong all these years?
No, I knew it was that, but I thought maybe he changed it to TNA. Remember, I wasn't watching at this time. TNA Genesis 2006.
Yeah.
Whose pick was this?
My pick.
Well.
So this was Kurt Angle's debut match in TNA. He was going up against Samoa Joe. He just went after the biggest dog in TNA. Samoa Joe at that point was on he was
winning
18
streak.
He was 18 months into his
Yeah.
TNA run.
Yes.
And he was undefeated
Undefeated.
in TNA. And guys, first of all, the length of the match was perfect. It wasn't too long. It wasn't too short. I think
21 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes or so. And it was just intense from beginning to end. You wouldn't expect anything less from these two guys. Samoa Joe was 280 pounds at that point. He moved, like when he put Kurt Angle on the top corner at one point and just jumped and delivered his kick. He jumped so high for a guy his size.
Yeah.
At one point, he did the suicide dive. And in TNA at that point, I love the six-sided ring when they had it, by the way.
Yeah.
Hated that.
Oh, I loved it.
Jesus
it made
Christ,
them,
that's not a wrestling
They were
ring.
they were just trying to be different.
They were trying to be
time.
Yeah, but
different
to
and
be
they made it
different
different.
for what? That's not a ring.
It was great. It
Like,
was their gimmick, right?
Yeah, that was
like
their
wrestling
gimmick.
is all
And
about
that's why I
gimmick.
never watched
It was about
TNA. And
gimmick.
as a kid, I was like,
Yeah.
I can't watch this fucking stupid looking rings.
Six-sided
The
ring, yeah.
wrestlers didn't like it.
He
The
was
ones
mad
that
as a
did-
kid
the
too,
ones
guys.
that did, the ones that you should check out his origin story. It's available on Dark Side of the Ring.
You could get it. You could get it at Blockbuster. It's available at Blockbuster.
So the wrestlers actually, in general, prefer the four-sided ring compared to the six-sided because
Yeah.
the six-sided, I've heard many times, when you take a bump on it, it doesn't feel that great.
Yeah, there's harder
Compared,
spots
yeah,
on it.
exactly. But also when Samoa Joe did a dive to the outside, and you could tell there's like so little space on the outside between the ring and the barricade, and the fact that
Yeah.
he
But that's
was able to
because-
deliver it perfectly without like hitting himself or hurting himself on it.
That's
That was
because
great,
they're
yeah.
shooting at Universal Studio, the same place they used to shoot WCW Saturday Night, right? So it's like a stage
Yeah.
to set.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Kurt Angle got bloodied up early in the match.
Yeah,
he was
pouring. Kurt
pouring.
Angle's entrance was super fire.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope. I wasn't used to not hearing the "you suck," so
Yeah.
no one said the "you suck," and he came out looking super badass. And yeah, that match was insane. When he was like cut, and then Samoa Joe goes and starts like
Yeah.
ripping his forehead. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
The brilliance of Samoa Joe.
And then he
Samoa Joe
starts-
knew what he was doing very early.
And
in
when
his career.
Samoa Joe
putting
took
the
him,
blood on his shoulder, on his own shoulder.
when he took him and he took it from his ankles and just threw him like nothing.
Into the barricade,
Into
you
the
heard
barricade,
that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah, the impact on that.
But that was per
No pun intended.
angle, right? So he could have
Ah,
done
that
yeah.
was what,
He-
sorry?
He didn't feel
per
anything.
angle.
He doesn't like that term
Good for him.
because
he was
you
them
know,
around them.
he was going through dark periods of his time. He
all
prefers
do.
people saying that peak angle. He appreciates why we say that. He knows it's not related to the drugs. It's because we just want to say that that was like the greatest in-ring run of his career.
It was exactly because of the drugs.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't.
was on a
he doesn't,
lot of
he
them,
doesn't
man.
like that. So, out of respect, Kurt Angle is one of the best. He prefers to be called
He
peak
is-
angle. During
he
that
is one
time.
of the best.
Yeah.
You could call him peak. I'll call
Yeah.
him perfect.
You know, I really think that he is the greatest technician in the ring.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah.
very good. Yeah, that
and
match,
especially in his TNA run too, like because he got to like go with Samoa Joe, with AJ Styles, with Christopher Daniels. It like showcased that even more because it was more like pro wrestling versus WWE entertainment. And no, I just think on your point, Samoa Joe's cardio is crazy. The things he can do in the ring,
To this
and
day.
he doesn't look gassed like
To this day.
And he's a big boy.
like Jey Uso. So and he's flying. Man.
They pushed the wrong Samoan.
exactly the real Samoan. All right, now it is time to spin the heel to see which
Sorry, hold
match.
on. Just to go back. We didn't even say who won the match.
Oh, my bad.
How dare you?
The fans won the
I'm
match.
sorry. Yeah, the fans
So
won.
yeah, so that was
The wheel was spinning there.
Kurt Angle, as he does best, he put on the ankle lock. He put on the grapevine.
Oh my
He
god!
didn't have a choice. Samoa Joe had to tap out. Then Samoa Joe.
No. He had him in the ankle lock.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe was able to turn it around, but he didn't let go. He spun him back, and then he just kept.
Dude, before
Squeezing
that,
that.
the coquina clutch when Joe had it, and then Kurt Angle from the coquina clutch reversed it into the ankle lock.
Yeah.
That was
Nuts.
beautiful. Like,
Great spots.
yeah,
Two of the best. You know what? Samoa Joe is going to go down as one of the best because the
he's
guy
gonna
was
go
amazing.
down
Ankle
as one
lock
of
is
the
a
most
crazy move. That really
underrated
hurts.
wrestlers. Period. Samoa Joe, so good.
Can we make a Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle shirt? I'm just throwing that into the atmosphere.
That's a good idea.
Bloody,
Let's talk about it.
bloody Kurt Angle.
Bloody perk. All right. So we got our winner.
We got our winner.
It was
Chicken
a
dinner.
great match. All right, T-Dog, time to spin that heel.
Are any of my matches ever gonna get picked on this?
Yo,
Absolutely not.
today's the day. Let's go, Johnny boy.
You just jinxed yourself,
I
buddy.
probably did. Get into Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. John Cena versus CM Punk.
I just stay
Who
losing.
put this one?
You did, no?
This is what we get.
Two of your
man.
favorites.
I can't get one.
Is this when we had the champion versus champion, or is this when CM Punk took the title and left?
Took the title and left, man.
I can't wait.
Thanks.
Oh, he wasn't watching wrestling at the time.
No, that was the other one that I was
okay,
talking
okay,
about.
okay.
One of my choices
Jeez,
that didn't
guys.
get picked.
No, I'm talking about the one after it.
Oh, okay. So
Spoiler
next
alert.
week we will be watching John Cena versus CM Punk for the WWE Championship at Money in the Bank 2011.
Listen, it's not called a spoiler when it was in 2011.
Yeah.
Get with the
It's your
times.
fault.
It is.
You know YouTube exists, right?
It's my fault, yeah.
I like this one so much I had bought the DVD back in that time.
Oh, word?
Yeah, still have it.
If you don't want it, I'll take it off your hands.
Okay.
This guy wants everything.
Yeah. Message me.
Okay, cool.
Slide.
All right, guys, we did it.
Give it to him if he takes Edge and Christian off the top 10 list.
Fuck you both. They should be number one.
Boys, thank you very much for being here with us tonight.
I still don't get why we have the Young Bucks in that fucking top 10 list. I'm still flabbergasted
Listen,
by that.
we're done
But
with
let's
that
move on.
discussion.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, we're
didn't mean
trying to,
interrupt.
but you're not.
Steven, I waited all night for this one.
Yeah!
So, all right. Once again, guys, thank you very much for being here with us tonight. Everyone at home, thank you for watching us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't know if you guys noticed, but, views have been going up, and we don't know what we've been doing, but thank you so much for everyone that's been watching.
Well, it's because of me, because I'm Steven All Time, and I have
There
my
you
own
go.
podcast called Steven from the All Time Podcast.
That is true.
Very
Right.
good one too.
Thank you.
Are we getting all your viewers? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, that's what's happening. You want
Damn.
to hear me talk about wrestling more in a very good area, of nice room
No,
with
we'll
some
take
lights
it.
and shit like
We'll
that.
take
We'll
it.
take whatever we can get.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Man, Steven, you're the best.
I know.
Thanks.
We
bud.
love you, Steven.
Absolutely.
We're still not changing the list.
Like always, guys, don't forget to visit WrestlingTees.com. You could find some of your favorite wrestlers on there. Some really good stuff, some really good merch. Everything is high quality because we love wrestling shirts that feel good, because that's what we're all about over here. Doing this for the love of the game, the love of the sports. And on that note, I want to say once again, thank you everyone for watching us. Boys, you guys want to add something in?
Absolutely not.
Well, you said to
killed it.
like and subscribe. Just make sure, guys, to share and comment as well. We're going to interact with you in the comments. So come talk to us. Give us your thoughts, your opinions. Tell us what we're right about. Tell us what Steven is wrong about.
I'm not
and
wrong
we'll
about
go from
anything.
there.
That's the whole thing. I'm definitely never wrong about anything. And I think the fans like me more than all three of you. So
I think so
Listen,
too.
your clips are getting
Yeah.
views. What do you want me to
Yeah.
tell you?
Exactly. That's
we
how
need,
we
we
roll.
need to make more clips of Steven.
Thank
the
God.
Ayatollah of hip hop, the whole damn show, the
We're
whole
so
damn show,
blessed to have you.
and
Yeah.
the Rated R podcaster. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having us on the Steven Show.
And don't forget,
You fucking mug!
peace.